Hello, trends lovers. Welcome back. Okay, so I wasn't able to come in for us to have this conversation, but we are most definitely going to have this conversation because there is no way we are letting this one slide. So let's quickly check our sound and let's get right into this conversation. So let me just check the sound and we are going to get right into the conversation. If you are just joining us, you are welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and join us here on Trends with Octavia while we discuss trending topics, celebrity gist, and much more. Whoa, Laura Lee, Nelly. Wow, wow, wow. My queens are in the building. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We need to talk about this. Let me check our sound and we'll get right. Okay, yeah. Okay, so our sound is good. Laura Lee, welcome, Queen. How are you doing today? How are you? Hope you are doing great. Nelly, welcome, Queen. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing great. All right, so let's get right into this conversation. I think this is really pathetic, but please let me know what are your thoughts, okay? I came on yesterday. We're supposed to be having this conversation yesterday, but I had a guest immediately. I was live. If you watch that short live I did yesterday, I mentioned it. I in 2 minutes into me just saying hello to y'all and knock on my door, and yeah, so there was no way, and I was trying to wrap up toward the end. You could even hear the voice in the background, so I could not really go because I didn't want to rush that this topic. So I said, okay, let me just touch on something else and then we will come back and have the conversation. And JD keeps talking, so there's just so much to there is so much to cover, and this man is just doing too much. Welcome, everyone. Give the live stream a thumbs up if you are just coming. Give me a second. Let me quickly share to our community. If you have somewhere to share, invite gist lovers. Let's do this. Okay. Let me quickly share to the community here, and I'm also going to share to let me see, where did I even share now? Which of my this am I on now? Where am I? JD, the Mr. Manipulator, is doing the most on Facebook. I don't know if it's for December this thing check, but I think it is really terrible that a father will actually throw his own little 2 years old daughter under the bus and allow his people to just drag this little one while he pretends as if he was not the one that started it. I don't know how many people that saw that video. I'm going to pull it up because it's I love what some of the blogs are doing. Because they're like, just don't waste your time going to his page. Like they don't want anybody giving him. They will just go and pull up what you did and post it. They will just reshare it. Give me a second. I want to go into my channel and share this to the community here also. Um so give me a second. That's what I'm trying to do, and we're going to get. Please like the live stream as you're coming. We're going to be discussing what JD did, how he allowed his followers to drag his little daughter. People were doing the most. So everybody loves animals, okay? No, nobody hates animals, but there are just some of these people that are just ridiculous that would just be doing the most. You saw what the father did. Y'all didn't say anyway. Are we surprised? We are not. But some people want to act like they love animals more than other people. So you want to really, oh, your daughter is being, she's being this, she's being that. As if you did not see that the daughter was learning from the father. They should take several seats and not fish out. Seriously. The thing is just paining me, seriously. Um, okay. Give me a second. Share to both channel and we will get right in. Nelly said exactly. I look at orders and I will go download it. So I said, give him the view. Oh, good. It is so funny. When I saw that stuff, I was just laughing. I saw the comment. I think it was King Esther that did it, but I think another blog also did the same thing. Said, you people don't waste your time going there. Go to the comment section and see what it's being discussed. And I just thought that was hilarious because people are just over it at this point because it is so obvious what JD is doing. You know, first it was Korra, 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 Korra. He's still doing it anyways. But now they kind of play this rough play. Now, that's another thing that is trending right now, how he's playing so rough with the little ones, and people are talking about it, and immediately blogs start talking about it, and it's something that there's no way you're going to overlook these things, okay? If people that are like supporting, they are Koreans, and people that are seeing the truth, because not everybody is a Korean, okay? Some people are Korean, some people are just standing by the truth, and they will just, say the truth and call a spade a spade. You know, if these people are standing by the truth, or the Koreans were like JD supporters, they would have called this in CPS also for JD back to back, back to back. And let's not forget that JD is also bridging court orders, right? Bridging. I posted I think it's a 7 or 8 minutes video on Entertainment Daily, you know, and that video you could see how this man bridged court orders there. Okay, so I'm not even going to get into that because I try to keep the topics that we discuss on both channel a bit different. Like if something different is happening, I put it there, and then if I'm talking about something, the same people, but I try to put differences. So Nelly said exactly. Uh, okay. Nalina said exactly. I look at orders, I will go download it so it doesn't give him a view. He's just looking for the view, the traffic, and everything else. If you're just coming in, welcome. Give us a like. If you've not subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on your bell notification. Okay. Nelly said, I hope his girlfriend saw how he treated her poor baby. What did she expect? Good for her. Seriously, I just feel sorry for the dog. I don't feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for the dog. Okay, because when you go and mingle with this kind of person that does not have human sympathy, is it animal sympathy this person is going to have? This person that does not care about anybody else but himself. Do you think really that he would have sympathy or care for your dog that you live in his care? One day she would just go out and come back. He must have fried that. Don't die. He will use it to cook pepper soup, or he will fry it and eat it, and eat that her dog. Let that just wait. Um, Nelly said, most of his views are from chaos supporters. The comments too. That's why he's That's why he's interacting in the comments. He wants money again. That's just what he's doing. I think December paycheck is what is actually loading right now. Okay, that's what I see with what JD is actually doing. Okay, because there's no other way you're going to explain this ridiculousness that is going on over there. Seriously, there is no other way you're going to explain it. Okay, the fact that you would do something like that to your little one, and the same thing, that reminded me of when the people were calling the children ugly. He didn't come out to say, how can you people say you're supporting? Because a reasonable person, that's what you would do. How do you say you're supporting me, but at the same time you are bashing my child? Do you understand? But he did not come out to say anything like that. He just continued like nothing was happening. Didn't say people should not call. If you're supporting me, there's no way you can be calling my children there's no way you can be calling my children ugly and all of those whole things. People will say, this one is rude, this child is like this child is like that, trying to condemn, oh, this one is like the mother. Whatever evil thing you say or mean thing you say to that child, you're actually saying it to the person that you also support also, because those are still his children. Okay, so I don't even understand this whole thing that people want to pretend that they did not see what he did. Okay, one more share to our Facebook on Entertainment Daily. Mm-mm. This Facebook can create event every time. Nelly is laughing. People are really doing him. This is going to be paying him very soon. Okay, so JD was live on Facebook. You know that he's decided he's going to be posting his children back to back, back to back. Please like the live stream. Like the live stream if you are just coming. So JD was actually live on Facebook playing with his girls. Baby J was actually, you could hear her voice, but you couldn't see her at this point where this whole thing was happening. You couldn't see Baby J, but yes, but Baby J was there. You could hear her voice in the background, and then Baby A was actually on JD's neck, okay, and he was kneeling down. It seemed like he really likes that all four position. He was on all four, and he was playing with his. Why did that even cross my mind right now? And he was playing with his girls, you know, and this his money misroad girlfriend. I don't know what I'm going to call her. This is new girlfriend. I think she has a dog and she has a son, right? And the dog also came along. That's just a normal thing, okay? Just as children would do. That's what animals, like mostly like dogs, pets also do. He was playing. He should have expected that the dog is also going to want to play also, as he's playing with his daughters. And I don't know why that blanket was actually on the floor, because it was a blanket that he kept saying that it was baby A's blanket. Why was it on the floor? If you're not using the blanket at that moment, you people are playing. So it's not as if you're trying to cover baby A. So that blanket should be folded and kept somewhere. When you need it, you go get it and cover your baby. But it's JD. Everything has to be on the floor. Everything has to be all mixed up. Everything has to be scattered, disorganized, just exactly the Jeba had said it. Nelly Deli said all he had to do was pick it exactly, just stand up, pick it up, or even pick it up and give it to baby J and tell baby J to put it on the table or on the bed, and baby J will understand that, and baby J will do that. Okay, you cannot just keep pushing it and telling the dog don't touch it and expecting that the dog is not going to go back. The dog wants to play also, and the dog feels like, and the blanket is what he is going to play with now, since baby A is on JD's neck and nobody to play with him. The dog is looking for something, a toy to play with, and I don't know, the daddy cool hairstyle lady. Maybe she didn't bring enough toy for her dog, where the dog will also have toys to play, with. But the dog wanted to play, so he kept pushing the dog, pushing the dog, pushing the dog. Okay, and I was just wondering, like, didn't it cross your mind that this thing dog was going to come now that people are playing? But he kept telling the dog, don't do that. And he put the blanket on this other side, push the dog to this side. Then when the dog goes to this other, to his right, for example, he's on the right side, he pushes the dog to the left and put the blanket on the right. Of course, the dog will go to the right to take the blanket. He pushes the dog to the left. And he kept doing that and talking and talking and talking. Let me even go on this thing, because I think King Esther has that this thing on Facebook. No need to go to JD's this thing to pull it up. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's go pull it up. And as he was doing that, you could hear him, talking. You could hear him talking, and that's not what you should be saying. For and even the act, forget about what he was even saying. The act of pushing and the way he was just shoving him, like, go away, go away, go away. That's not what you're supposed to be doing, because the children are watching you. Tomorrow, they too, they're going to push because daddy did it. So it means it's okay. All right, at this age they learn more from what they see than what you open your mouth to tell them, at the age that his children are. And every parent if you have kids of that age, you know that even in their quiet moments, your kids are watching you. Okay, and you will do certain things and they will do it, and if somebody asks them, they will tell you mommy does that, or daddy does that, or auntie does that, or uncle. They will tell you who they saw doing that thing that they are doing. And before you go tell, it's not, you're not supposed to do that. Some of them will even tell you, but so person did it, but mommy did it, but daddy did it, but auntie did it, but uncle did it, because they've seen you do it, and they believe that whatever you as the adult is doing is the correct thing. So pushing the dog was not the right thing. Remove the blanket, get a toy. From the moment you were setting up your camera, you should have known that, okay, I'll be playing with my daughters, the dog will come also, we want to play with us. If you don't want the dog to be part of the play, you should have brought a toy, right? You should have brought a toy for the dog. So while the dog is playing with the toy, you're playing with the girls. But you continue shoving and shoving and shoving. Of course, the baby thinks that is what should be done to, the pet. And she started laughing, because for her it's funny. At this their age, almost everything you do is funny to them. They will start laughing. And you could see baby A was just laughing, still being on his neck and laughing. You understand? And then she started, kicking her legs, kicking her legs, and kicking her legs. Now Lily said, so I'm cleaning. I won't be saying much now. I'm still listening. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You know, so let me pull that stuff. up, like I said, So when he was doing that stuff, the first thing that came to my mind is this thing you're doing is not right because these kids are watching you. Okay, they are watching you and they will learn from what you've said. If you don't like the animal, you shouldn't have even been with a woman that had a dog. Okay, or you should have told her not to bring the dog to your home. We know that you're always thinking about yourself alone. So are we going to be surprised? Let me see, where's that post? Which of the post? Oh, hmm let me see. Oh, oh, mm. I'm trying to find the post now. Mm, mm, mm. I'm trying to find the post where that video is posted in the comment section. Do you see how? Okay, I think it's this particular post where, okay, so shout out to King Esther because we're going to be listening to what happened through King Esther because King Esther already screenshot it, so no need to go over to JD to pull it up. If you're just joining us, you are welcome. Let us know what you think about JD doing something wrong right in front of his daughters, and his daughters were repeating the words that were coming out from his mouth, and baby H thought what he was doing was funny after he had done it several times. Not just one time he shoved the dog and told the dog not to try to take the blanket because the dog was his new girlfriend's dog was trying to take the blanket that he was saying that the blanket was baby A's blanket, but I don't know why the blanket was on the floor anyways. So he kept shoving the dog, shoving the dog, shoving the dog. I will see if we can count how many times he shoved the dog before baby A started laughing and doing her legs like almost like she wanted to kick him to tell him to go away. And as he was doing that shoving with his hands, he was also talking. These people didn't see anything wrong in when he was JD kept repeating that move. Okay, nobody saw to tell him that don't do that. Stand up, take the blanket, go put it in the room or put it on the table, put it somewhere high up that the dog can reach. But when his own little 2 years old daughter decided to do it, that's the time that all his people in the comment section wants to start blaming. And he too immediately joined in the blaming of the little one. You don't treat animals like that. Just because he's misbehaving doesn't mean you have to treat him like that. I'm like, yo, you started it. She saw you doing it. She got the idea from you. And now you're just going to throw her under the bus just like that? It is unbelievable. Okay, so here, let me just read to you people what King Esther posted on Facebook when she posted about this stuff. Give me a second. Let me just double check if this is the video. Hope I can find it now because several comments are coming in. Let me see. Should I go to newest? Because since she's the one that it will be on the top. Mhm. Okay, yes. So it's this video. So it's okay. So King Esther posted and said, "Did y'all see how she calls him Gay Dean?" So where she so she said, "Did y'all see how JD treated Tangerine on that live? He was mean to the dog. It's just I'm glad that everybody noticed it. So there is no way JD supporters will say they did not notice that he was being mean to that dog, but then turned around and blamed his own daughter. So let's just read what King Esther is saying. So King Esther said he was mean to that dog, then blame Athena when Athena did the same thing he was doing to the dog. Oh my goodness. That really broke my heart. His fans were calling Athena names for being mean to the dog, forgetting that it was. This is not even forgetting. They didn't forget. They always look the other way if it's JD that is doing it. And it's a huge shame that a 2 years old imitated what the father did, or copied what the father did, and did exactly the same thing. And yet, instead of them blaming the father, calling the father, telling him that he is leading by bad example. Remember, he was the one that tweeted, lead by example. If you can win, lead by example, classy and whatnot. You can't even teach your children the right thing. You treated that dog the way you treated that dog. We're going to count how many times he shoved the dog before his little daughter came down. Remember, he was on all fours, right? Shoving the dog. The little Athena was on his shoulders. So she was up. He was the one shoving. Several times as he was shoving, he was talking. Before she now started laughing and kicking, because he kept coming back. The dog kept coming back. So all of this together, the way the father was treating the dog and the dog kept coming, made Athena laugh. Thought it was the right thing to do. That's why she started kicking her legs and came down and also went to push the dog from the head, like go away, because that's what the father was doing. He did it the first time, he did it the second time. You people, his followers, were watching. You people were watching. When he did it the first time, repeated the second time, I expected you people to call him out and tell him, if you keep doing that, your daughters are right there with you. They will learn. If they don't do it immediately, they will do it later on. And if they don't do it to that particular animal, they will do it to another animal, okay, out there. It might not be this particular dog that is in your home. It could be any other place you people will go to. And if it's some kind of dog, you push them, they will just bite you. Do you understand? But let him know that that is a bad example he's setting for the girls, so that way he would stop. But no, JD can never do anything wrong, rather blame it on the 2 years old. So guess I said, and the fans were calling Athena names for being mean to the dog, forgetting that it was JD uh, that started it. He didn't defend Athena. He's never defended his kids. JD is not somebody that would defend. He would never do it. If he didn't defend them when that crystal stuff happened, do you think he will ever? No. Everything in this life is always about JD, JD, JD. Anything else, anybody else does not matter. So it has to be that way. I can do it. You people don't blame me. Then if my daughters or anybody else does the same thing I've done, blame it on them. That's how they roll. So he said, okay, forgetting that it was JD who started it. He did defend Athena, but kept blaming her for being mean. Watch the video in the comment section and drop your opinion. That's what King Esther posted. Okay, and she posted that part of the video where this was happening. So we're going to go in, watch the video, and then we're going to just go through some of the comments and see what people are saying. Okay, because a lot of people notice this stuff, so there's no way JD's followers will say they did not notice. But typical JD, I will throw my little one under the bus even though I did this. And like I told you people, we will count how many times JD mistreated that dog before his daughter, 2 years old daughter, repeated the same thing. Take note, the other one was screaming. Baby J was screaming what he was screaming, but did not come to touch the dog. I think because she's a little bit big and she knows better. But she's just following also because daddy is talking, daddy is using all these words, tell him not to this. Then is that what you teach to your children? You don't have anything else to teach or play to do with your children but that. So let me go newest and pull up the video. And you have your own choice. So one. Hey, don't kick him in the face. Be nice. Just because he's not necessarily. Wait, hold on, hold on. What are you gonna do? Yeah, Matilda. Try this listen. Listen to my daddy. So he keeps shoving the dog, keeps removing the blankets. No. So he did push again. Okay, kept shoving. The dog too is still playing with the blanket because they are all playing. And you can see that the dog just needs attention. All he could do is just, you know, rub the dog a little bit, pat the dog on the head a little bit also. Just include him in the in you decided to go date a woman that has a dog, okay? So you have to also include the dog in the family play and the family everything you're doing, okay? He could have just rubbed the head of that animal and then continued with his girls. But in JD's fashion, he had to do it the way he wants to do it. Okay. Sorry, guys. I do have this all set up for safety. Okay. I have a mattress on the floor. A kid's mattress is no longer being used. It's just, oh my goodness. Just listen. So one push, he push again, two. Bro, I gotta teach you some manners. He push again three times. The little baby is up. He pushed again four, five. The fifth time is when baby J said, "You have your own balls." After the father said, "You have your toys." Seven. I've counted. And remember now, he said, "Get out of here." After the seventh time, after the seventh time, okay, after the seventh time, roughly what I counted, after the seventh time was when baby A now bent down from the father's head and tried to push the dog to tell the dog to leave. Because he kept telling the dog, "Go get your own toys. You have your own toys. Go get your own toys." And that's what he was doing, you know. So you can imagine, how does these people watch this man shove that dog up 7 times, roughly, if you're counting 7 times you shove the dog, telling the dog not to hump this thing, the blanket. Couldn't you have picked up that blanket at any point and placed it somewhere else? But instead, it was the daughter that they were referring to that was being mean, and they had all of these things to say. "Oh, baby A behaves this, baby A is this, baby A is that," and he's just like, "Don't do that to the animals just because he's not." I'm like, didn't you know that the shoving you were shoving, you shouldn't have done it also? The dog came there to play with you people because you people were playing. But in the typical fashion of JD, no, he had to put everything on the little one because he finally, like, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing is wrong, but he also knows that his people will not call him out. But yeah, it's good when they call out his child, and he can swoop in and say, "Oh, don't do that because you know that's not right. Just because the dog is not listening doesn't mean you should treat him that way. You started treating the animal that way. That's why your little 2 years old thought it was a fun and game to also follow suit. And when they started bashing your daughter, why did you not do anything? You called yourself a terrific father. You called yourself the classy one, leading by example. Look at the type of example that he's setting. But yet, these people will come out and call Korra names, talk about how unfit parent she is. But look at the example that JD is setting for his own children. But yet, they go about condemning the Korra, but not calling out JD. How do you even feel comfortable doing a live stream and somebody is talking about your own child on your live stream? And remember, he had said this when he was talking about a story about they went to the park, the way he described that his daughter was being the mean one, and this, he likes to sell out these negative things, narratives, manipulate situations. And now, because he said that the daughter is being mean, this younger one, is a bit different from the elder one. That one is a bit calm and this and that, but the younger one is this. He said it on his live stream. So now his followers are following suit. "Oh, she's being mean. She's just a 2 years old, following what her father is doing." As she does not understand anything else that is going on. She just thinks what her father is doing is a good example, and she follows what her father is doing. And that's it. So I don't even see why people want to blame the little girl but not point out anything that Jade is doing. So he just goes about posting, manipulating. This is the same person that said, I don't want my little ones online. You don't want your little ones online, but now you're the one constantly posting with them. What is this live stream all about now? This one that he was playing with them on, and the dog came in and whatnot. Can't JD just do something educational? And he kept screaming, my content will be educational. My content will be educational. I don't understand. This comment said the dog trying to hump Athena's blanket on camera. I'm sure he did it off camera. God, please protect baby A and baby J in that house. Seriously, I don't even understand. Okay, I don't get it, because nobody knows the condition that that woman has, that her animal, before she brought that animal to this house. Animal lovers and wanting. I'm not in support of all this mixing little children when they are still little, when their immune system, mostly that dog was not raised with them, it was raised somewhere else. So that is totally different, and I don't like that kind of stuff. Like it will not come and hump that stuff. It will, the other comments that we're seeing on the other live stream, people were saying Cheetos or something like that snack they were eating, he was licking. It's a dog will always lick everything they see. So after the dog finished licking, they will now pull that in and put it in their mouth. I don't like that nonsense stuff. I don't like it at all. It's not a good idea. So there's no way that man is practicing I don't understand. I don't understand. There's no time he comes and does any educational content. You went, but they said don't make the children the center of this. You came in playing with the children. Every time, that's the type of thing you see. Playing with the children, going to the gym. The children are always the center of his live stream, and now his people want to change it to, but he does not put them live for many hours. Me for now, he does not put them live for many hours. That so you can imagine, if he's somebody that is practicing, he would have time to, sorry, he won't have time to be doing all this live stream that every time now is him and his kids, or he's posting something that is totally irrelevant, like I want to have a son now. Every time he's copying. He's so strange. um Larry said, if it's true that Athena has eczema, her skin and allergies will go wild with that dog. Oh, seriously, the part that is even paining me about this situation is that that is not their own dog. Like, that's not a dog that grew up with them. Now that's not a dog that maybe Cora and Justin had when they were married. So when they had the kids, they were all together and everything. So at least we know that the dog is well taken care of. uh and everything. We don't know where this daddy cool woman is coming from. Seriously, we don't know where she's coming from. We don't know how she takes care of her pet and whatnot. Because somebody that ends up with Justin, it's not somebody that you can really rate on a, because with everything and everything you see, you still go and put your head in there. It's almost like she's looking for somebody to play daddy figure for her son, and she to have a partner, so she won't be alone and be lonely and stuff like that. So anything goes, because that's what I see with JD. Anybody that will stay with JD, it's really anything goes. Because what is that, how desperate you've become? And even on camera, you could see that the dog ended up humping that blanket. Okay, when he finally laid down on the floor and said he was tired, what did he do? Before he laid down, he stood up with the kids when he was holding them upside down. And people kept talking about the kids fell. But anyways, this is a part of the live stream we saw. We didn't see the other part of the live stream. Okay, and I don't even want to go and watch his whole live stream. I don't want to see all this rough play and this nonsense he's playing with the children. I don't want anything to shake my brain. He's not thinking straight at all. Seriously, the man is just not serious at all. You know, as a chiropractor, he should know better. Seriously. Mm. Then my pediatrician didn't approve my son to have a dog until he was 10 years old because of eczema and allergies. Even asthma that comes with it. Eczema is not isolated to the skin. This, you know how this world is now with people and pets. you know. I just feel like the same way they are pushing, these people that every time you can't mention, you can't talk about the people that kidnap the rainbow and pretend that the rainbow is now their thing. Okay, that they are doing too much. And when you want to mention, people like, you hate it, you hate it. It's the same thing with majority. Nobody hates animals. We're just pointing out the fact. Okay, you want to have your animal, have your animals. When the kids some of the videos I even see online, I'm like, what are you even doing? Newborn baby, oh, meet your new sister, meet your new brother, and you see the dog licking the baby on the face, in the mouth, and even humans with exchanging saliva and anything you can get. I'm like, wait, is this, sometimes I look at those things, I'm like, wait, is it microbiologist in me that is speaking, or what is it? What is it that other people don't understand? And sometimes people try to argue, what about humans that are kissing? I said, even humans, don't go and be kissing little children in the mouth. I don't like it. Even that one, I still point it out. So it's not even about, oh, you people like to point out about the animals. You don't know where this woman is coming from with these are animals. Keep that animal away from the children. People kept screaming, look now, he just tossed that snack. JD doesn't pay attention to anything, so maybe he didn't even notice that the dog was licking that Cheetos pack. Let's hope that baby A will not go and pick, because we know at this age, anything they pick, they put in their mouth. Anything they grab, they put in their mouth. She will want to bite it. If she doesn't want to ask for help, to help her open it. So after he finished licking that thing, she will not put it in her mouth. And after he finished humping that thing, and after they pee and there a little bit of pee hanging on their pee area, he will now go and use it to hump the blanket, and later she will now play with that blanket, cover her face, cover her this thing. What is all this that he just pays attention to total nonsense that he shouldn't? I don't know. I just don't understand. And it doesn't even seem like he really likes the dog, because he could have played with the dog, include the dog in their play. He did not include the dog in the play. He wanted to play by himself and just his children, and ended up making his followers to call his daughter a mean person, a 2 years old that doesn't know anything. Then he came up with that, I want to teach you about social media. Yes. So, boy, Feremuto Salid. So, you see people calling your child mean. No, that one does not bother you. Doesn't do anything. I want to teach my. What is he teaching his 2 years old about social media? Like, what is that thing that he wants? Because that's something he also uh, posted. So I don't hate animals. I just value humans more. Literally, when you say the this thing that people they will not start. Yeah, I caught it. Okay, go and put it back. All right, give me a second. All right. These are just facts that people need to point out, but of course, people will not want to say the truth until when something happens. Then you find out these ones that will not come out and say, well, it's not the fault of the animal, it's the fault of the human. It's always the fault of the when you put it, don't know it can never be the fault of the animal, then it becomes the fault of the human. But when you're pointing it out that the human should not do that, they say, don't say something like that. What about, like, some people are really tiring with their ways, seriously. And JD is also one of those. Mm. And then, okay, yeah, so somebody says this comment here said, the dog trying to hump Athena's blanket on camera. I am sure it did it off camera. God, please protect baby A and baby J in that house. This other comment said, he even said, get him, Athena. Yes, he said that. And what do you think that's going to mean to a 2 years old or a 5 years old when they tell you get it? It means go do something. Okay. So even if you were saying it jokingly, after you have shoved the dog 7 times, roughly that I counted, and next thing you're telling them to get him, tell him to do this, because he was also instructing them, tell him to listen to your daddy, tell him to. So of course they followed what you said, but the followers, headless chickens, left him that misled the children, taught them something that was wrong, and they started calling the 2 years old a mean person, because she used that her small hand, that his own big hand that he used to shove the dog 7 times was nothing. It didn't matter. It was when that 2 years old used that her small hand, that she doesn't even have energy, to shove that dog. That's like, yeah, but you're bigger than him. You're big. Which is bigger than him? These people. This was said. He even said, get him Athena. He can make up his mind what he wants them to do. Lord have mercy. 3 weeks of hell. Yeah, I've been hearing that the kids are going to be there for 3 weeks. We don't know if that's true. This one said, so daddy is back, crawling on the floor, playing with the kids, huh? How many lives did he go past 2 weeks without the kids? Wow. This one said he can be reported for animal abuse for the dog. Let's get it done. This video is evidence. Okay, you see, when you keep influencing and doing bad stuff, some people are already saying they should report because that's shoving and shoving. I It's in the place of that woman that owns the dog that brought her dog to JD's home. If he could do that on camera, what do you think he's going to do off camera? If he was not on camera, probably he wouldn't be able to kick the this. So this person is saying they should go and report for animal abuse. So say Tangerine will not like the way her dog. Why are they calling her Tangerine? So Tangerine will not like the way her dog is being treated. He kicked the. If she opens her mouth to say anything, he's going to deal with her the way he deal with Jeba. He better leave my house. He's going to throw her son, and the dog out of his house. Tangerine will not like the way he treated her dog. He kicked the dog and pushed him in the face repeatedly. I hope she protects her son. Well, that one is another mumu, so whatever she gets, good for her. Because she took herself that there, you know. So we haven't even talked about the accident with June that made him go off life because she was crying. Why aren't the analyzers doing a video and talking about it? Hypocritical humans. This one said, because someone said, I think they said she fell and hit her face, and then baby A also felt like a lot is just going on over there. If it was if these falls happened in Korra's home, trust me, they would have called CPS twice for baby J and for baby A. CPS should go and check because Korra is crucifying the kids. But now it happened in JD's home, they didn't see it. The same way he shoved that dog 7 times, and when the little one did it, they started calling the little one mean. If you're just coming, you're welcome. We're analyzing JD's live stream where he was treating this his new girlfriend that was shopping clothes for him, telling him to, amp up his dressing and everything. He was busy mistreating her dog and telling his daughters to do the same. But immediately the daughters did what he asked them to do, and what they saw him doing, he switched because he saw his comments. He looked at his screen. He saw they were calling his daughter mean. That was the time he wanted to scold the little daughter and try to correct the daughter, even though we could hear it on the live stream that he was the one telling them get the dog and do it and tell the dog to listen and this and this and that. This one said it looks like he's forcing them to be with him. You see, when June walked away, he called her back into the camera because he knows they are his money making machine. JD got to keep them in his live videos for this month's rent. That's where my mind went. This person's mind also went there. He wants to cash out. 21st of December is around the corner. This one said he taught Athena how to climb on her mom because he's clueless. Said I'm an animal lover. I wish he would stop being mean to. You see, this person said the person is animal lover, and the person wish he would stop being mean to animals. Let me read here. Hmm. Laura Lee said, we have a dog and we have him. However, when I had to set boundaries between the dog and things that would make my son sick, I choose my son's health. You have a point there. Nelly said, I'm glad those things are caught on camera. They act like everything happens at chaos. Exactly, that's what they do. If something happens now, if the children react to something now, they will say it happened in the mother's home. They will not say a stranger brought in a dog that we don't know if that dog has been taking a shower, the dog has been getting his shots and everything. We do not know. Okay. So let's say that I'm an animal lover. I wish he would stop being mean to the dog. It's not his fault. Looks like he wants to get comfy on the blanket. Give the pup his own dog bed. That's the job of the lady to do. Say, give the dog his own job bed. Why don't he? just put the blanket up where the pup can't get it. Exactly, but his brain is not up. you know so he's a bully. He bullies animals. Athena is going to do what she sees her father do. So you see, this particular dog lover is stating the truth. What baby A did, sorry, was what she saw her father do. Her father shoved that dog 7 times before she even did. you know and his hand and her hand, which one is even bigger? So if he's gonna hurt the dog, she and him, who is actually hurting the dog? This other comment too says that I'm a dog lover. The video made me so mad. I hope Tangerine sees how he treats her. There is nothing. Those of you saying she should see, this new girlfriend is cruel. A person that is hooking up with JD also does not have brain. So forget it. If you're even talking about the dog, what about her son? Her son is going to be learning bad behavior from this one that is changing when like rapper, disrespecting, talking down on Korra, which is another woman. That's what her son is going to be learning in that home every day. He's criticizing Korra every day. They will not hear what the way Jeba said. He keeps talking and talking and talking, even when you don't want to hear. He will want to come and bash her for you to listen. That's what this woman's son is going to be hearing. A woman that didn't bother protecting her son. Is it her dog she's going to protect? She just does not have any sense. She does not have any single brain in that her head. Sana, what's the comment? I'm a dog lover, and the video made me so mad. I hope Tangerine sees how he treats her dog in her absence. He can do the same thing to her son. Of course, he doesn't care about anybody else. Everything is about JD. The dog was just trying to play exactly, and it takes nothing to even include the dog in that play they were playing. You understand? Get his toy, throw it, he will go get it. You throw it as you're playing with the kids. You throw it, he will go get it. Just do something. It's not that difficult. You know, didn't deserve to be pushed several times like that because he does not care. Why somebody that does not have what was she thinking when she went there, knowing fully well that JD does not care about anybody? Somebody that did not defend his own children. Is it your dog? He's going to treat your pet, whether dog, cat, elephant, anything. He will never treat anything right. This one says, so the dog lives in the house with that carpet. No wonder the kids are always congested. Um, this was said in the video. He clearly said, "Get him, Athena." The child only followed his foolish instruction. Exactly, that was a foolish thing to do. And instead, his followers went and started blaming the baby, calling her mean when the father said, "Get him." um this other one said the dog will bite Athena soon if the man doesn't teach her how to handle dogs. It's not safe. Exactly. Keep shoving, the dog will bite, and if the dog bites, you will see his reaction. This woman, what he will do to that dog. This his new girlfriend will be shocked because that will be off camera. And don't worry, we know how mean he can be on camera. Imagine how he is off camera. Why is he copying Korra? As usual, Korra had Athena on her neck, dancing or cooking with her, watching him with Athena in his neck. Why can't he just be original and stop copying whatever his ex does? This one said, I don't like the roll around the floor, uh, wrestling too much with the girls. They are getting too big for all of that touchy. This person doesn't like that kind of play, you know. I don't like all this touchy. The person touches with his big hands. He's picking up where he left off before, protecting them from social media. The sad part is his gullible minions turn a blind eye. New girlfriend better keep her dog away from him before she finds the dildo. This comment is funny. Say before she finds the dildo stuck in his, never mind. People are taking their time to warn this new girlfriend because she's going to be shocked at what's going to happen to her dog in her absence. Okay, well, he that has ears, let him hear. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Please like the live stream, give us a thumbs up, share, invite your people. Okay. And as you're coming in, if the advert is playing, please just watch the advert because this channel just got monetized. Okay, so please watch the advert too as you're coming in. Mm, you know. So let me see what's the next comment. This was said. Same content with the children, just different ages. Everybody's saying the same, nothing new. The kids are always the center of the DC, but the only thing he's doing different is the fact that he now has a girlfriend that has a dog, and he doesn't look like someone that cared much about any animal. Actually, I wouldn't even say dogs. I don't think JD cares about any animals at all. Um, and it's like a burden to him. He wants her there to do things for him, act like his slave and servant, but he doesn't want the dog there. But he doesn't know how to say it. So he will keep treating the dog bad whenever she's not around. Or he might even do it jokingly. The fire is going off. Okay, I'm going to put wood. So you can imagine. Weather today is terrible. It's been raining, raining, raining. So have the fireplace going on. Give me a second. Let me put wood. Keep the home warm. Alright. When it rains, we could make muddy puddles in the water together, Mommy. Okay, when it rains. All right. So I'm glad that a lot of people can really see that JD started this stuff. The only people that didn't want to say the truth are his people that will never ever say the truth. Everything does is always correct. Everything JD does is correct. So let me go over to JD. Let me see that post where he was talking about teaching his 2 years old about social media. Just posting absolute nonsense, talking about, oh, she's taking advantage of my kids, she's taking advantage of the kids, she's doing this, she's doing that. Now tell me, what is this content he's creating, bringing his 2 years old online, mistreating that dog, and then blaming it right on, like that's the thing with live stream. If it's a video now, probably he would have been able to edit out the 7 times that he shoved the dog, and when he said get him, to Athena that was on his shoulders, before Athena came down and went to push the dog, because he said get him, right? So she came down and did what her father said she should do. You know, he would have edited that part out, and people will really think that the girl is just mean. But we could clearly see that he shoved that dog more than 7 times before his little daughter followed suit, followed in his footsteps. But then is the daughter they want to call mean. And did he bother to defend the daughter? The answer is no, he didn't do it. He didn't do it at all, at all, at all, at all, at all. Okay. So let's touch down on this post he did one day ago. He posted this photo of his daughter Athena wearing her 90s, and he was laying down on the floor holding her up, and look at the caption. He said, freedom of thought begins with freedom of expression. I'm teaching Athena to rely on herself, not on the opinion of strangers on social media. Who listens more to people on social media? Did we not just see him display that on his live stream, where he shoved the dog, he treated this dog badly, and then asked the daughters to get him, which is get the dog, and the daughter came down from his shoulders and went and got the dog just as Daddy instructed. And he looked at his camera, saw that people were not liking when he did it 7 times. His minions did not see. They did not see that he was being mean and mistreating the animal. When the little one did it, that one time, that was the one they saw and they pointed out. Immediately he switched from get him, tell him to listen to your daddy, and all those things he was saying. He switched from that to, you shouldn't treat him like that. Just because he's being naughty and he's not listening doesn't mean you should treat the dog like that. How did you treat the dog in front of your children? But this is the same person that is posting, telling you, I'm teaching her not to rely on social media. Who listens to social media more than JD? JD still remains the only person that went on social media, recruited all these demented people that have some type of problem, from Miriam to Lolo to Fred, all of them, they have something wrong with their brain. All of the supporters of JD, his bloggers, his everything. Someone was saying something that someone made a comment. I don't know how true, because I don't watch his bloggers. They don't make any sense. You can't watch them for 5 minutes. Like, the stupidity is overflowing. There's a level of stupidity that you can tolerate, but the level of stupidity coming from JD supporters, you can't. So I saw it on another blogger posted this and said, this is ridiculous. It's funny how JD's blogger, finally said the truth according to what this blogger posted. I would say allegedly, because I didn't hear the JD's blogger saying it, but I know that their foolishness, they are capable of saying something like that. Now, one of them said that people think that they are supporting JD, that they are not really supporting JD, that they are just there to cash out, you know so, like, what they are doing, they are supporting JD for their own benefit, because if you're either supporting JD or you will get people that will come, and you have that audience that will come and join you. The haters will come and join you if you are on JD's side. The people that have brain for themselves to think straight will come and join you if you're doing a proper analysis and seeing that what JD is doing to Korra is evil and terrible. Talks down on her. She never talks down on him. She refers to him as a great dad, even though he's a terrible dad. The award for the world most terrible father goes to JD, but she still refers to him as a good dad. He was a terrible father. He's still a terrible father. He was a terrible husband. He's still going to be a terrible husband to the next person he's going to get married to. He's a terrible father. He will always be a terrible father, right? But she never says that. She never puts him down. Or he keeps doing that. My point is, why does he think he needs to teach his 2 years old about social media, when he is the person that says it, lead by example? He was the one saying it, though. He made a post on his Facebook, right? Keeping it classy, lead by example when you can't win. But look at the kind of things he's teaching. Why are you teaching this child about what do you even know? If people that are using social media correctly are teaching their children about social media, JD also wants to come out and tell us that he wants to teach baby this. She's two. There are so many other important things that you could teach her that will benefit her in life when she grows up. Not teaching her about not to rely on, because you rely squarely on social media for advice, moral support, financial support, what is it called? And otherwise, everything else. You recruited people like Miriam and the rest of them that they have issues in their own life, that they are looking for where to dump their bitterness, their twisted mindset and everything. You recruited all those people, and you people are working together. You had gangs of Oyibo people where brain need they function to go and deport Korra. Then you had the ones that Miriam was teaching on how to call CPS and call the police. Then you had the ones that Longmouth was busy gathering funds with, so they can use to give to you to go and spend on rubbish. So what do you know about social media you want to teach the children? Because if there's anything, you will actually teach them how to use people, because that is what you're good at. After these people, Miriam spent her money, her time, her everything. You still call her a scammer. Lolo was streaming live like her life depend on it. In fact, if it was Lolo's father or mother or family member that was having issues and they said, let's go to social media and raise funds, trust me, Lolo will not be able to stream the way she was streaming in those days. Every time you turn on Facebook, that woman was on live screaming on top of her voice, bashing Korra, just so they can raise funds for him. At the end, what did he do? Called her a scammer. All of the people that ever helped him, he turned around and shit on their head. So is that what you want to teach to your daughter, that you're coming out to say, I'm teaching my daughter not to rely on social media, when your daughter can clearly see that you rely on social media? And at their age, they learn by your example, not by what your mouth is saying, because they can see that you're constantly on social media, constantly on the phone, on the chat with people. And from what Jeba is alleging, that you have photos of on cloud photos of Korra where you're asking if you people want to see her boobs. Why would another person want to see another person's black? What for? So they can laugh. Like, it just does not make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. What are you teaching the children? But his minions will always come in and just give him accolade. Where he said he's teaching social media, look the comments. Because this one say, "Oh, doctor, wonderful picture of you and Athena. I think she's going to be very talented. Uh, I think she's going to be a very talented athlete. She seems very well balanced." The other one came in. She knows if it was Korra that posted this photo now, they will say exploitation, exploitation, exploitation. Now it's JD that posted it. The child looks very balanced on his hands, hanging like that. If that child falls from there and hits her head, she will end up in the hospital. But no, she seems very balanced up there. He does dangerous stuff with the kids. No, he's being a very nice father playing with them. Thank you very much for playing with the kids. When Cora does something that is not half as close to what they go call CPS. This other one said, she knows very well that daddy will always be there to care, love, cherish, and protect her. That's why they always long to go to daddy's house. You see why I say these people are headless chickens? All of these things this person stated, this person knows fully well that this man cannot protect, he cannot love, he cannot cherish, he doesn't care anything about those children. Okay, he only cares about how he can use them to cash out. This one said, "OMG, she's getting so big, she's beautiful, love." This one said, "Oh, beautiful." Beautiful, beautiful is what you're seeing. When their mother posts with them, no, the photos are not beautiful. They go scrutinize. Well, look at the kind of comments that they drop for him when he posts the children. None of them here are telling him these kids are too small. That's why I'm reading some of the comments because there's so many comments. I can't read all for you people. This one said, teach them not to be begging, teach them not to be begging for stars and support, thanks, or go on a countless date with strangers. She's secure in your arms. Hey, isn't this funny? Such teach them not to go on countless dates with strangers. Look who wants to shade the mother of the children. You just ended up shading him. Who brings different women and goes on dates with strangers? Him. Who talking about security? The children are not secure with him. They knows nothing, nothing, nothing. He lives in a huge rented home that he can't even pay the rent for. Katori Kamama, welcome, welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us this evening. Do you understand? So it is funny how these people come and talk about all this whole nonsense. Who begged more than JD? He has Cash App, he has Venmo. Even this man came out and called him scammer recently. It's just that that one is another coward that could not come out and explain everything. Buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee. They did not buy the coffee. He did not give buy me a coffee to their family of 7 that are there came out and called him out. And now you're here talking about teach them about not begging for stars. The money that they contribute for him. Is telling him the truth. And these are the nonsense that burst his bubble that makes him to go ahead to do what he's doing. Mm. Katori said, that's not Nina's dog. He's lying to y'all. Um, that is the dog he talked about here a while back. Get the dog for the kids. Getting the dog for the kids. So that's his dog. Mm. Well, if that's his dog, then I guess he's giving the dog the shorts because for me, bringing a total stranger and you don't know what if that person takes care of the person's animal or whatnot, and that dog is all around with his stuff dripping all around in that rug and everything, and we know JD don't clean, don't do shit. It's terrible. And he's still there at the house. She ain't going nowhere, but it's not her dog. They all went together and got the dog. June called her dad Justin. Really? I don't watch his live stream, so I don't even know. You know, but for me, the most important thing here is the fact that it is heartbreaking to see him throw his little one under the table just like that after he did something terrible. You just threw your little one under the bus, I'll be under the table. How am I even going to say it? They were calling her names on your live stream, and you too, you were there trying to scold her for something that you did wrong. You kept pushing and shoving and pushing and shoving the dog. The child did what you did, followed your footstep, copied what you did to the teeth, and then you are now here pretending that you're correcting. It just doesn't make any form of sense at all. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. It's been an hour. Like I said, we're keeping the live streams as short as possible so people that are coming back to watch the replay will be able to catch up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And talking about bridging, JD is bridging court order. Go check the 8 minutes video I posted on Entertainment Daily. If you've not seen that video, please rush over to Entertainment Daily with OK and catch up with that video, and you will see the kind of things that JD said when he made this his tweet. If I'm able to come live, we will just have that as a conversation, because I just made a quick video about 8 minutes just to uh, put that out there, that yeah, y'all can see once again he's breaching court order. What the court said he shouldn't do, both of them actually shouldn't do, and we see that Korra is not doing it, not talking about him directly or indirectly or otherwise. She's never done, she doesn't care, you know. Doesn't look like she kept talking about him in the future or whatever, whenever. So for her it's just normal. Okay, said don't talk about the any funds, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. But yet JD keeps doing the most. So if I have the time to come in quickly for us to touch down and discuss and let it, and because I said this earlier, I said JD will never stop. So if we're able to come, we'll continue, because I've already posted that on Entertainment Daily. So we'll continue that part of the gist over there, how JD is actually bridging court orders. And I knew he would not respect, because the first time they said sign passport, he refused to sign the baby's passport. So I knew that this second time that court is saying don't talk, don't this, don't that, he still will not listen. Okay. So Katari said he's dangerous with that dog. That is his dog, not the woman's dog. And he's like, okay, I think I've read that. So those girls almost got ate up by their grandma's dog in Oregon, and I have mean dogs. Only heaven will save those kids. Seriously, only God will save those kids. So thank you also very much for joining me. Subscribe, like, share, turn on your notification. If you're just coming in now, please watch from the beginning so you get to hear the gist. Listen to JD. You will hear how many times he shoved that dog, what he said he was instructing the kids to do, and when the kids did what he asked them to do, and then his headless chicken started calling his daughter mean. And then instead of him to say, "Don't do that, I made a mistake," if he wants to call it a mistake, but that was not a mistake, it was a deliberate act, because he shoved that dog. I counted about 7 times. He shot that dog several times before his daughter did the same thing. So it wasn't even a mistake, it was a deliberate act. But he will want to pretend that it's something else. So, y'all, please let me know what you think in the comment section. Okay, once more, JD did not defend his kids, but his followers are there. Oh, they feel protected in your arms. They this, they that, hyping absolute nonsense. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now, and remain blessed.